Hey everybody, happy Friday and welcome to Ask Deb. In this session, we are going to be talking about that critical mind, that part of your brain that every single time you want to do something amazing, you want to get outside your comfort zone, you want to open a conversation on selling or recruiting, every single time you really want to reach out, that critical mind of yours keeps shutting you down. It keeps holding you back. It's that crazy voice in your head that says you're not enough. You can't do this. So we're going to be talking today about how do you deal with that crazy mind? How do you deal with that critical voice that's running away with you and that's holding your energy back? That's where we're going today. So first of all, welcome everybody. Hey, Haley, Carolyn, good to see you guys. I'm so glad you're here. So here's what I'm going to tell you is you're going to want to share this today with anybody on your team who specifically has talked about having fear get in their way, that they want to do something but they can't get themselves to it. It's almost always a critical mind that's in there. Somebody who feels like they're never enough, that they're always struggling. Make sure that you share this with anybody in your team who you know their self-esteem is not where it could and should be. They're amazing and they're not breaking free. They're incredible. They should be unstoppable and something's in the way. That's who needs this Ask Deb today. You guys got it? All right. So for those of you who have never met me, you don't know who I am, let me just introduce myself real quick. I'm Deb Erickson. I am the owner of ICAN Institute, and I'm a business mindset coach. What that means that I'm going to help you rearrange the mindset issues that are getting in the way of your business, and I'm going to help you maximize your mindset to accelerate your business growth. Bottom line, that's what I do. So I'm so excited that you are here. Let's talk about this critical mind. So first of all, here's what I want you to know is that this critical mind is not you, and it doesn't come from you. You guys get this? It's not you, and it doesn't come from you. That's really important for you to get, because that critical mind is actually something that comes from your past. So let me tell you how the brain is wired so you understand that the critical mind actually probably has a personality. So first of all, your critical mind is I guess I call it a result of years and years and years and years and years of programming. Probably the first 7 years of your life, to be exact. 7 years of you being bombarded with critical messages, judgmental messages, you're not enough messages, it's never going to happen for you messages, whether you can do it or not do it messages. If this is your challenge, then I'm here to tell you, you have a history somewhere in your past where someone or many someones told you weren't enough. They told you it wasn't going to happen. They told you weren't smart enough, bright enough, good at math, whatever it is. You guys get it? So here's what happens to a little kid. To a little kid, you have no filters around the brain. So your brain is wide open, which means everything you are told, all the messages that you are giving, it just goes right in. It's like your brain is a sponge and you're just sponging up every single statement, every single thing that people are saying about you, right? And so as you are sucking in all of this judgment over and over and over, bombarded with it, it becomes not an outside voice, but it becomes your voice. You begin to repeat. You say to yourself, the same judgments, the same not enoughness, the same negative statements that other people have said to you over and over and over and over again. It becomes your voice. You guys get it? And so what happens is we replay what our mom said, what our dad said, what our teacher said, right? What the neighbor said, what our siblings said to us. We repeat it over and over and over again until it feels like ours. And then you show up and you want to do this amazing business. And as you show up and you want to do this amazing business, and you say, all right, I'm going to get out today. I'm going to do some recruiting. I'm going to sponsor. I'm going to make these phone calls. I'm going to reach out to somebody I don't know. That critical little voice from the past that belongs to somebody else pops up in your head. And as it pops up in your head, that critical voice begins to slow down your progress. It begins to stop you from moving forward. It creates doubt. It creates uncertainty. It holds you back. It slows you down. Feel it? But when you realize it's not your voice, and therefore it isn't true. It isn't the truth about who you are, and it isn't the truth about what you're capable of. It isn't the truth about your potential. And when you decide that that's the truth, right, that there is something else that is possible, then you are going to realize that you got to stop that voice, and you got to stop it now, right? We got to stop the critical voices, the judgmental voices. We got to get them stopped. We got to get them stopped now. So that repetition over time is really important. I want you to ask yourself, how did I get the critical voice to begin with? Right? I had a sponge open mind. That's number one. Number two, there was a repetition over time of some kind of judgment. And three, you began to accept it and then apply it to everything. You applied it to everything. Instead of maybe one issue, you said it to yourself about everything. Right? It reminds me of, that movie, Greek Wedding, that I don't know the exact title, but you know what I'm talking about. And that aunt is always running around spraying Windex on everything, right? Windex is the answer to everything. Whether you have an open cut, right, or a bump and a bruise, it doesn't matter, man. She's spraying Windex because it's applied to everything. It's indiscriminate application to all things. Windex heals, right? And it's funny, it's humorous, but you guys, that's what we do. What we do is we take some critical thought and we apply it to everything. We say, if I can't do this, then I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this, and that means this, and that means this, and that means this. And it literally sucks you under because you are applying the judgment of another person or the fear of judgment to everything in your life, and definitely everything in your business. So here's what I want you to know. Judgment is not a one-size-fits-all. Critical mind. It was something that is a part of your story. I'll grant you that. It is a part of your story. It's a part of a lot of people's story. But you know what? It doesn't have to be a part of your future. You can choose today to silence that voice, to take the power away from that voice and say, nope, I have big plans for myself. I have big plans for this business. I can step into my greatness, and those voices are not going to stop me ever again. So let me give you some keys. Here we go. So the first thing is you got to stop it. You got to stop it. And you have to be able to say, when the voices come in, you have to be able to say to yourself, that was then, right? That was that person's voice, and it applied to that one instance. And I refuse to repeat it. I refuse to honor it. I refuse to allow it. I refuse to listen to it. And sometimes it's even good to give it a name. So when you hear that critical voice, ask yourself, whose voice was that? Was that dad? Was that mom? Was that a teacher? Was that a neighbor? Was that a coach? Was that a sibling? Who was it? So call it out for the name. Dad, not listening anymore. Dad, that doesn't apply to my life anymore. Mom, I don't want to hear it. Talk to the hand. You guys get it? So this is the time for you to be able to say that critical voice is from the past. It has nothing to do with my here and now. Here I stand in all of my greatness, and I'm going to do the thing that's in front of me that I want to do. You want to sponsor? You want to talk to somebody? You want to sell a product? You want to open a conversation? You want to reach out and make a difference in someone's life? Go do it, and don't let that voice get in the way. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, stop. You are from the past. You're going to name it. Dad, not interested. No more. That doesn't apply to me today. So as you name it and claim your power around it, here's what I'm going to give you that'll help you make this shift. And what we're going to do, this is a neuroscience tool. It's called a pivot. So when you pivot, what you are doing is literally turning away, right? Guys, got it? You're turning away. So it's kind of like you hear the voice and you say stop, and then we're going to turn away from it. So we're going to pivot. The way you pivot is that you take a deep breath. Get back in your body. Get back in the present moment so the voices from the past aren't in your present moment. You guys got it? So we're going to stop, take a deep breath, Claim the present moment, not the past moment. Claim the present moment so you can move forward. So here's how we do that. I want you to close your eyes. So if you're not driving, if you're watching this, you're not driving. But if you're not driving, close your eyes. I'm going to ask you to do me a favor, and I want you to pull in the vision of what it is you want. What kind of business do you want to create? Just breathe it in and pull it in. You want freedom? What does it feel like? What does it look like? Do you want financial abundance? What does it look like? What does it feel like? Breathe it in. What would it mean to you on a day-to-day basis? What would it mean? You want to attract tens, right? Powerful women in your organization. What do they look like? What do they look like? See them everywhere. See yourself in a crowd of hundreds or thousands of them everywhere. See them smiling at you. See them saying, man, I wish somebody would help me. I have a problem. I have something I need some help with. I wish somebody would help. See yourself walk up and introduce yourself with confidence and power and say, I'm here. I'm here. How can I help? What can I do to support you? How can I give you the things you're looking for? What do you need? See how easy it is to talk to tens. See how easy it is to get people the product they need and want. How easy it is to turn a conversation, right, into solution, into offering. See it, feel it. You guys got it? So you're breathing into that. Now, that is your yes. Make a fist and say, yes. Yes, that's where I'm going. Yes, that's my intention. Yes, that's my new voice. My new voice in my head is people are looking for me. People want me. They're asking for me. They're praying for me. They're hunting for me. They're looking everywhere for me. All I got to do is answer the call. All I got to do is pick up the phone. All I got to do is say hello. All I have to do is silence the voice and move into action. Guys, got it? If those critical voices are getting in the way of your sponsoring, I want you to ask yourself this. Remember, we already answered the question, whose voice is it? Mom, dad, coach, past, society? Maybe you have no idea where you got it. Maybe it was just drummed in you so much you don't even know where it originated. But here's what I want you to know. That voice that comes from your 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-year-old self, that voice is either going to stop you from being successful in this business or you're going to silence it. Which one's it going to be? Are you going to look at that little voice that's getting in the way and saying, nope, you are not stopping me today. You are not stopping me today. I know you are not the truth. I know you are from the past. You're nothing but an illusion. You're like a shadow from the past. And I refuse to let you control my future. Feel it? Feel the power in that, guys? You will not stop me. Say that to the voice. Say that to the person who said it to you originally, if you know who that is. Say it to them. You will not stop me today. I'm going to silence that voice, and I'm going to move confidently into my future. So we're going to silence the voice, and we're going to move. Take your hand and go like that. Okay, guys, got it? We're silencing the voice. Okay, so it can be your stop. It's silenced, right? You're going to take that voice and just clam it down and move into the future, right? And move. Silence and move. And the moving means you're going to do what you were called to do. You're going to answer the calling on your life. You're going to take care of people. You're going to support them. You're going to answer their questions. You're going to give them the solutions they're looking for. Don't you guys get it? People want what you have. They're desperate to find a solution that you can bring to the party. And you're holding back because you're letting this little voice. Oh, you're not, are you? I can hear you. No more, right? No more. We're not doing that. We're going to silence the voice and move to the future. Breathe deep, hold the vision of what it is you want, and move yourself into action. Guys, got it? We're going to silence the voices that are holding us back in our business, whether it's holding you back from conversations that could move into selling and sponsoring and enrolling, the voices in your head that have become your own voices. We're going to silence them. Silence them, silence them. Grab that message and squeeze the life out of it. You guys get it? We're going to silence that message and move boldly into your future. You know why? Because the women of the world are waiting for you. They're calling you. They're waiting for you. All you got to do is just answer the call and be you. The real you, not these voices. You guys got it? Good. All right, so if you are in one of my programs, let me just tell you that a great neuro tool for you is to listen to Say Yes to Your Dreams. And here's why that is such a great neural tool, because you are saying yes, 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 yes. So you're silencing and then saying yes. So if you're not in one of the programs, I'd love to have you, but if you're not there yet, here's what I want you to do is I just want you to be able to silence it and then say yes. Silence that voice and say yes. Because the more you say yes to your dream, the more you say yes to what you want, the more you say yes to women coming in, the more you say yes to building your business, the yes propels you forward. Guys, got it? Good. All right. Love you much. Have an amazing weekend. We'll see you in a couple weeks. Make sure you catch our podcast, guys. It's another great way to share with your team and elevate the energy of everybody that you meet, that you're surrounded. All right. Say yes to your dreams, guys, and silence that voice. Bye-bye.